Yo, what's up guys? My name is John Robert Eric Paul Marks. Long name, don't expect you to remember, because I won't. Just kidding. Of course I know my own name. It'd be weird if I didn't. Alright. This will be my first proper video of my future YouTube and streaming videos I want to do. I want to try and become, I wouldn't necessarily say a streamer, being a streamer, that's what I meant to say, sorry. Sometimes I get my lips in a knot. But I'm here just to react to things, show you some of my artwork. I'm a cartoonist, like on my own time. I'm not paid to do it, it's just a fun hobby I grew up doing as a kid, and I still draw to this day, and I'll show you my drawings later on. And you know, I don't know, general curiosity of what other people do online, and you know, I love all the creative art things of YouTube and some stream users, the popular ones. I've seen some of them, they're really talented, but we'll get into that later, okay? Well, without further ado, that's white for let's get to the point. I am going to be watching my first video. It will be actually, let me get into the internet first. YouTube. Come on. Here we go. Alrighty. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to be basically reacting to videos from YouTubers I'm subscribed to. So, without further ado, yet again, I shall be reacting to Andrew Schulz. You know, one of those great comedians, Joe Rogan, and you know, that group of comedians they're associated with. You know, he's very good. I've seen his crowd work videos, very funny. Without any further ado, I'll say that one more time. We're gonna react to Andrew Schulz, Everything Being Cancelled. I think that's the title of the video. Anyway, headphones on. Look a bit like Ace Ventura. If you haven't seen that movie, it's an old movie. Jim Carrey, very funny actor. Anyway, let's go.
Well done, Internet. Everything is canceled. This week, cancel culture came for the most overrated, useless, unimportant, flavorless, bland, stale side dish of them all. No, Nick, we'll get to you in a second. Beans. While at the Hispanic Prosperity Initiative, Goya CEO and Toy Story 2 villain praised President Trump and the bean boycott began, Congresswoman and heavy honkered Hispanic AOC continued her unwavering support of minorities by canceling the minority.
Sorry, what is the issue with AOC? I know she's young. I don't think she's ever pretended to be an expert in everything when it comes to politics. She's just trying to do what she can. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm sure Andrew has his point.
And Down syndrome Wolverine Ted Cruz tweeted, "The left is trying to cancel Hispanic culture and silence free speech. Hashtag buy Goya." Interesting point. Now, how'd you feel about Nike supporting Colin Kaepernick?
How, pray tell, would the left cancel Hispanic culture? I'm pretty sure that would be considered racist. Like, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know, but if you're Hispanic or Mexican or anything in between, and you saw this politician saying, "Oh, we're gonna cancel Hispanic culture because it's a detriment to white culture," like, if you're Hispanic, you ever hear a white politician say that, throw a taco at them.
Kaepernick, you spit-lipped twink, who said, I will no longer purchase Nike products, hashtag walk away from Nike. Ted, the only thing you walked away from was your wife when she was getting mollywopped by Donald Trump. So, this is where we are, canceling food. Last week they canceled Uncle Ben's rice. No beans, no rice. Trump doesn't even need to build a wall. Once Mexicans find out, they're gonna go away on their own. And it's not just beans and rice. Cancelers came for the holy trinity of why Latin women fall off after kids. Butter. Yeah, they canceled the original Butterface, the hot-ass Native American.
How could somebody cancel butter just because it has an advertisement of a Native American woman on it? Native Indians don't like butter? I feel like there's a lot of bullshit in today's racism debates.
Land O'Lakes chick. She was removed from the packaging of the box, and I'm pissed because Pocahontas was a piece. I mean, look at her. She's already on her wounded knees. I'd let her give me scalp. Here's their new packaging. Well done, woke whites. You see what you did? You removed Native Americans from their land once again. I mean, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah, white people in America, you gotta stop taking over people's cultures, right? First, you're canceling butter, which is nothing but a spread for bread, okay? Now, you're trying to cancel the Native American influence on butter in America? I mean, I'm an Australian, so I don't really give a fuck either way, but I mean, this is a pretty surprising video to look at. Let's continue.
Speaking of being a little red in the face, the Washington Redskins are officially changing their team name, the second Washington team to do so after the Bullets changed their name to the Wizards. Nothing problematic about Wizards. No, I mean like real wizards. Okay, maybe wizards are problematic. Such a shame J.K. Rowling hates trans people considering she made a spell that removes your wand. Penis deletus. Anyway, after years of protests, the Redskins finally realized their logo was offensive and the natives caught their dream. Not because of those protests, but because FedEx decided to remove their sponsorship of the stadium. Just go to show companies are only as woke as their pockets allow. From Redskins to butter to beans, this has been the week of cancellations, and no one got it harder than Miss Cleo's retarded stepson, Nick Cannon. Speaking of going away, that's exactly what CBS...
Actually, you know, the funny thing about Nick Cannon, this anti-Semitic thing I heard about, is I actually looked into it, which I guarantee, I hope more people actually look into things before they judge stuff. That way you have more of a reason to judge something, and that way no one else will think you're stupid if you judge something yet you don't know what it's about. Not saying any specific person or group. Feminism. Excuse me. Let's continue.
Marks, the host of conservative Karen's least favorite show, The Masked Singer, somehow didn't see this coming despite dressing like a prepubescent palm reader. The freshly showered mom said, white people are savages and more like animals.
Isn't Nick Cannon Muslim? I don't care if he is, just he always wears that very cool headpiece. So, you know, I don't necessarily think Nick Cannon's anti-Semitic. I mean, the things he said, apparently, he was talking about black people compared to, white people. I'm pretty sure a majority of people realize that a lot of Jews are actually quite dark. Israel, the Middle East, is a sub-part of Africa. What does that tell you?
All people in America will be people of color. Oy vey, where do I start? First of all, the point Mr. Mariah was too ignorant to communicate was that it's hypocritical for white supremacy.
I am so fucking tired of people blaming Jews for shit. Okay? Oh my god, the Jews run the banks, they run the media, they run Hollywood, they run everything. Oof. thank them. How much success comes out of all those institutions? Well, heaps. We should really be on our knees thanking Jews because they invented money and success, basically. So, you know, if you're Jewish, all credit to you. Got nothing against anyone like that.
To compare black people to animals and savages, while at the same time savagely conquering, colonizing, and enslaving them. And if he did say it like that, I don't think he'd get near the amount of pushback. Instead, he tried to justify racial supremacy with bullshit pseudoscience. Where have I heard this before? I don't know. Deshaun Jackson's favorite painter? Secondly, Jews don't own all the banks, only the ones where I put my money. And to suggest all Jews are complicit in an economic conspiracy to control the world is the exact type favorite author, you're quoting phase 1 of the Eradicate Jews handbook. That makes Jews more anxious than a buffet with no sneeze guard.
He's kind of right.
Being here in 2050, and I'm whiter than an NBA player's wife. Nick, unless you're planning on eliminating a group of people like, I don't know, Deshaun Jackson's favorite public speaker, it's probably better to avoid making these statements. And side note, if there are no white people in 2050, who the fuck is gonna watch The Masked Singer? So Nick, despite the stupid shit you said and your inability to read music, I don't think you're racist or an anti-Semite. I think you're insecure and willing to say whatever it takes to get the validation of the person in front of you. And in this case, the person in front of you was an anti-Semite and a racist. So you said some dumb shit, not as a joke, but while being completely serious. Unfortunately, what you said actually hurts the movement for black equality. When you say white people and Jews are genetically inferior, you're pushing away potential allies. The All Lives Matter crowd falsely believes BLM.
Cancel culture in any aspect is stupid, okay? You can't be a country that promotes freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of thought, freedom of religion, freedom of basically everything, which makes America and my own country, Australia, great. You can't be hypocritical when it comes to the core values of a country. It's stupid to do that.
So what do we do with Nick? Personally, I don't think he should lose his show for what he said. If it was up to me, he would have lost it years ago for being incredibly unfunny. Only through forgiveness, communication, and conversation can we get people to do better and reject their backwards ideas. So maybe we can take the lead on forgiveness and show Nick the road to redemption. Because at the end of the day, we are a lot stronger together. You know, like a drum line. Thanks, guys.
All right, well, that was the great comedian Andrew Schulz. Something German, whatever. Anyway, that's what I've got to say, and hope you guys enjoyed my video. First one of many. Stay tuned for more.